Hello everybody, this is Marjorie, and welcome to my special Queen's Platinum Jubilee special. Ooh, I'm doing a wee special one because I thought, well, it's no every day you get to celebrate a Platinum Jubilee, is it? I says to my pal Minnie, 70 years the Queen has been on the throne, Minnie. And she says, I know. Do you think she's got diarrhea? A bowel problem? I says, no, that throne, Minnie. Honest to God, thick as mince, she is. She said she was on the toilet. No, I says, 70 years, what an achievement. I mean, we'll never see that again in our lifetime. Obviously, because, well, I'd probably need to live till about I was 160. Oh, but it's been a lovely weekend, hasn't it? With all the celebrations. Oh, there's been one hanging after another. Oh, and the wee Queen, I mean, 96? She's 96 years old. Oh, I mean, that's an achievement in itself. Never mind 70 years on the throne, 96. Wonder if I'll get to 96. I mean, although I've got a long way to go, I've got a few years. Anyway, well, I was thinking, because we knew my pal Fanny from number 89, well, she's been getting all keyed up because of the weather. She says to me, Marjorie, what if it rains? What if it rains on my wedding? My wedding's a washout. I says, look, you can't plan the weather, Fanny. And there's not many folk. I says, you can't plan the weather, Fanny, because you'll just need to take it as it comes. If it rains, it rains. If it's sunny, it's sunny. If it's a hurricane, we'll all blow away. And I says, never mind your wedding. Think about how the wee Queen felt. She'd be thinking, oh, please don't rain. Don't let all these folk, all these thousands of folk coming in the buses and the tubes and the trains and the aeroplanes into London for all the celebrations. I'd visions of the wee Queen, right? A wee heat scarf or a wee rain mate on her mobility scooter going up and down the mall. Don't rain on my parade. I could see her in disguise going up and down the mall. Nobody would ken who she was. And she'll be praying that it doesn't rain, so it's a lovely day. Oh, but it was nice, wasn't it? All the celebrations. I mean, I was glued. I've been glued to my telly watching all these things. I don't know what I was going to say there. I was going to say things and stuff. So, trooping the colour. Oh, I mean, that must take a good couple of hours to rehearse. All the horses and all the men and all the women and all the animals. I say all the animals. There was only horses. Trooping the colour with the ducks and the geese and the chimpanzees. So, trooping the colour, always nice. What a celebration. Now, the Queen wasn't... Well, she didn't go to trooping the colour, did she? But she came out in the balcony. Did you see her on the balcony? In her wee blue frock and her white piping. It looked as if somebody had taken like a piping bag and piped a wee rim round her hat. Oh, it was lovely. And it was a lovely colour. She suits that colour. She doesn't always get it right, I have to say. I would say 9.9999999 times of the time. Times of the time, she gets it right. But every so often she comes out in a walloper. Remember the time, was it the last Jubilee, she came out in the lime green? I thought it was Kermit. I says, oh, that's lovely. It was a quite bold colour. But that was nice, wasn't it? When all the soldiers and the horses were coming back for trooping of the colour. And our cousin, what's our cousin called? What's the big tall man? What's a big tall man? He looks like a skeleton with a very thin layer of skin. Duke of Kent, was it Duke of Kent? He comes out, oh, and well, my pal Senga, right? Senga was sitting beside me on the couch and she says, oh, Marjorie, do you not think that man needs a seat? I says, Senga, it's not a seat he needs, I think it's a sea lion drip. I mean, he's like, oh, that's no fair. And I mean, the Queen's 96, I mean, what age is he? He must be about 103. And they're stunning, and there's oh, look at her wee face. And she was watching all the horses coming back, and then, did you see the wee man? There was a wee man wandering about in the background. I says, what's he? Singer? He's desperate to come out onto the balcony, but he's not allowed, because it's only the Queen and the big skeleton man with the sea lion drip that's allowed on in the balcony. But he was hovering about. I says, I think that's one of the staff. Now, my guesstimation is that he was one of the staff because it was lunchtime, wasn't it? Or they were all coming back for treatment of the colour at lunchtime. I think that man had probably made her a wee toasty. Because she was probably saying, I can't believe you've planned all this during my lunch hour. So he's probably got the wee Breville in the background and he's made her a nice wee cheese and ham toasty. And he's trying to get attention going, ha ha, Queen, your toasty's ready. But anyway, so she watches all the things coming in, and before changing to the guard, right, off she goes. She's like, right, I'm off, and off she went, and the wee man dootering about after her. Oh, it was awfully funny. And then she was out in the balcony again for the flyover. Oh, that was good, wasn't it? 70. Remember, all the wee planes made 70 in there, and they went, woo. I says, now that's good. Imagine if you get the number wrong, how embarrassing. If they went out and it said 60, and you're like, no, back, reverse, and try again. And then they bump into the red arrows, and there's a big stramash, and there's red, white, and blue everywhere. Oh my God, it would be like the Paris Revolution all over again. So anyway, she was watching all the planes, and oh, she was in her element. She was absolutely in her element. She's looking up at all the planes in the sky. Oh, she was as happy as an off licence in Westminster, and she was clapping away. Do you see wee Louis? I was like that. Come on, is that noisy? I mean, it's only wee. His wee ears would be ready to burst. Did you notice Andrew? Andrew wasn't on the balcony. He had COVID. Apparently, that was a bit of a coincidence, wasn't it? When all the celebrations and Andrew had COVID. If he had COVID, I'm a size 12. Do you know? I mean, I think they just said, how do we get him out the way? How do we get him in the background, out of sight? I think they probably just put a skip cap on him and gave him an Oyster card and put him on the tube and says, go and discover some of the Pizza Expresses in the London suburbs. Knock yourself out, here's £30 to see what you can get. Off he went. And Harry and Meghan, they weren't in the balcony either. It was only the working royals. So they're no the working royals anyway, so they weren't in the balcony. They were probably helping with the toasties, because I mean, there's a lot of folk in that balcony. It's not a big balcony, they're all squashed in, and there'll be a lot of toasties to make. So Meghan probably had her penny on helping with the with the egg and cress, So, and then what was it? What day was it? The Friday? Was it Friday? I've lost track because all the days just run into one another, don't they? Was it the Friday? There was the service of commiseration at St Paul's Cathedral. Oh, and everybody in their finery, and they're all coming in, and I'm like, oh, that's lovely. And I mean, I'm looking at all the outfits and all the hats, because as you know, I mean, I'm a fashion guru, because I've got all my lovely taupes for Shein. I says, oh, I could have been there. I could have been fascinated in my hair. I could have been in St Paul's Cathedral. I mean, I would have stood out. I mean, I would have walked in and everybody would have thought, oh my God, that must be a celebrity. That must be a Hollywood film star. They probably thought I was Dame Edna. Oh, that'd be lovely. So, everything's going well, right, at the service of commiseration. And before the royals arrive, did you see the bus? They've got a bus. Well, there's that many of them. All the special ones, all the important royals, right? They get motors. But if they're they're just like, right, on the bus. So, they a big bus. I wonder if they get a wee bag of peanuts and a wee drink before they get, because it's a long time. You're sitting in St Paul's Cathedral. I mean, they don't have an interval. They've not got ice cream or popcorn or anything. Anyway, so they're sitting, on their finery, and in walks Boris. And I says to Singer, I says, would you look at that? Would you take a look at the nick of that? Can the man no brush his hair? I mean, he walks in his suit, and his hair's all to the side like Guruk. His wife was lovely. Did you see his wife? Oh, I thought she was nice. Now, I'll tell you who I wasn't fussy on. Was it the wife of the mayor? No, the mayor. Is it the mayor? Would it be Sadiq Khan, his wife? His wife looks as if she'd just tucked on a two-piece suit and an old blouse that she'd picked up off the flare that wasn't even ironed for the night before. I says, in the name of God, everybody's there in their beautiful outfits and their hat and their matching jewellery, and she looks as if she's just nipped out to Sainsbury's for, some whipping cream to put in her trifle. I says, oh, well, needs must. So there was all that, and then, Sing and I were in our element. The lighting of the beacons, that was nice, wasn't it? The beacons are in the United Kingdom, and they were all lighting them, and as a tribute, that was lovely. I was a bit disappointed though, because I didn't have a beacon. I went, now, Singer, if I'd known that they were going to be lighting beacons, I'd have got a beacon. I'd have got a wee beacon for out the front, and I would have lit it. So, in the absence of not having a beacon, I tried to set Fat Boy on fire. I didn't have enough matches though. I just managed to sort of catch the collar of his fleece. He didn't go up though, he managed to pat it out. I says, that's disappointing. Anyway, and then Saturday night, the big party, the party at the palace. And it started off with the Queen, the wee Queen, having tea with Paddington Bear. That was nice, wasn't it? Do you know what I thought was going to happen? See, when Paddington had the teapot and he was drinking the tea out the teapot, I thought the Queen was going to take that teapot off him and drink it out the funnel, you know, the spout. I says, that'd been hilarious. But the wee Queen, I mean, she wasn't there. She wasn't there for most of it because, well, she's got her mobility problems, hasn't she? God love her. I mean, she's 96. You can't blame her. So she was at Windsor. She was watching it on the telly. Well, they said she was watching it on the telly. She probably watched the first 10 minutes and thought, this is no better than the Royal Variety Performance. I'm away to watch one of my programmes. She probably had Phil and Kirsty's, you know. Love at her list. She's probably watching a couple of them. Anyway, she'd have a lovely time. A wee bag of crisps and a Cura or something. So, the concert. Right, let's talk about the concert. Big opening, right? Brian May and the other wee man. I thought the other wee man was Tom Jones. I thought, here, Tom Jones isn't aging well. Wasn't he Tom Jones? It was the other wee man. It was the wee man that plays in Queen. And Adam Lamppost, right, for America. Now, what I didn't understand was, I says, why is Adam Lamppost came as a panto villain? I mean, he looked like Abanazar for Aladdin. I says, what in God's name has he come as? He must have got a memo saying it was fancy dress. I wasn't very sure what his outfit was all about at all. And then there was diversity. And there was the wee man. What's the wee man called? Well, he's no wee anymore, but he was the wee man. Remember the wee man? Poo-poo. And Poo-poo's flipping about. I says, oh, I mean, there's not much you can do with diversity. It's just like flipping the boot and jumping the boot and going, whoo, whoo. And then all these modern singers. Now, no disrespect, I can't understand a word they're saying. I cannot understand a word they're saying. The diction. Now, I don't know if it was the diction or the sound, but I thought they should have had subtitles. I thought, these folk could be singing in Spanish for all I kind of have to go to Scooby-Doo what they're saying. And there's Mabel, and there's Mimi, and there's Mork, and there's Mindy. I mean, what in God's name? Who are these folk? I'd imagine, you know, the wee Queen watching this at Windsor going, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. Haven't they got a Scooby-Doo? Who all these folk are? Where's Diana Ross? Diana Ross is at the back now in her dressing gown having a wee 40 winks before her big turn. And then, oh, was it the man that sang the opera, Nessun Dorma? Andrex Bocelli. Out he comes. Oh, what a voice. What a voice. I says, now that singer, that's what you call singing. That's what you call a performance. He could learn some of these youngins how to stand still and just deliver a song and, you know, understand the words. Even though the words were in Italian, I didn't speak Italian, I didn't ken what he was singing, but I thought if I did speak Italian, I would ken exactly what he was saying because his diction was beautiful. And he wasn't as nervous. He didn't seem as nervous as a lot of the other youngins, you know. But I thought, he's came out and he's looked out into the crowd and he's held it together. He's kept his nerve. I went, bravo, Andrex, on yourself, son. Now, 9:30. Welcome to the stage, Alicia Keys. And I says, oh, is that finished already, singer? She says, no, it's only 10:30. I says, well, this is Alicia Keys coming on. Alicia. I thought it was Alicia Dixon, you know. I thought she'd maybe had the keys. I thought she was maybe the janitor. I thought she was coming to lock up. She went, enough of this nonsense. She was going to look up the gates of the palace and says, right, everybody, on your right home. There's 3 buses down the side of the palace. I mean, thousands of folk. Can you imagine the bus stop? Can you imagine the steps down into the tube? They'll be there all night. They're probably still there. Probably take to Tuesday or Wednesday to get everybody home. They're all trying to get off the mall. and then, the lighting. Oh, the lighting was beautiful, was it? I mean, actually, I think the lighting designer stole the show. Oh, the lighting of the Buckingham Palace and all the projections. Oh, the 3D projections in the sky with the corgi and the handbag and the stamp. Oh, the handbag, that was like Lady Bracknell there, wasn't it? Oh, handbag! I don't know whether that's going to do anything. Anyway, and then, the lighting was beautiful. I actually think the lighting stole the show. And there was wee Prince William did a wee speech. Oh, he was good. And Prince Charles, he came on and did a wee speech as well. Camilla came on with him and just stood there. I was like, is she going to say something? Or is she just standing there like a spare favourite at a wedding? Anyway, and then the headline act, the big moment. Welcome to the stage, a legend, Diana Ross. And when she came, and I thought, my granny had a toilet roll cover like that frock. She could barely move. I mean, I think actually that big frock, I think she was in a wee like a mobility scooter underneath that frock, and that's why the frock was as big. I went, She couldn't get up and down the stairs. She didn't care where she was going. It was hysterical. Oh, but what a week. I mean, what an absolute weekend of celebrations. It has been a celebration for the wee Queen, and she deserves it, doesn't she? God save the Queen. Oh, I was standing up and clapping. God save the Queen now. God save anybody on the mall when she's up and doing her mobility scooter with a rainmate on going they get knocked out. They're into St James's Park. They'll end up under that wee canopy with Kirsty Young. She'll be knocking folk out the way. But highlight, I have to say, I wasn't expecting it. Charles and Camilla in EastEnders, I says, honest to God, singer, whatever next, our future monarch and our future monarch's wife on EastEnders on the telly. I says, Charles and Camilla and the EastEnders in Albert Square. I says, what next singer? We're going to have Princess Anne, and the only way is Windsor. Or Meghan and Harry, coach trip. What about Prince Andrew? Well, he's got loads of time in his hands now, hasn't he? He could be in anything. What could he be in? Not going out. No, not going out. What else could he be in? The Weakest Link. The Weakest Link, that's hysterical. What else could he be in? Pointless.